Yo, the badness steer. Dopey bad fly when the clock display. Tell a boy send a try box this face. Back switch face. You know how your blood clot gasket stay, boy. You must you want back this spray. When the map stick raise that lick straight. Shot misplaced. The teeth them in your head stop misbehave. Catch his face. The key never tell us we lock this place. Which locksmith anyway watch this space. War with them gonna like plastic plate. We don't play around. When you see the U.P.K around, we bring the fucking AK around. AR-15s and AR rounds.
Shalom Israel, my name is Officer Kayadwan out of I.S.U.P.K Jamaica. I.S.U.P.K started 1 West 120. I.S.U.P.K is run by Commanding General YAHANNA, the one man with the rank and the authority to lead Israel at this time. I say Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Barakatam to my brothers, Yahweh Shamar Alatan Ba'Shem Yahushai to my sisters. Alright, so today we're gonna touch on, you know what I mean, just holding out for Captain Nayatak, you know what I mean, until he's ready to come in. But I'm gonna touch on the topic of reincarnation. You understand? We know that this is not something that we here in Jamaica is familiar with. You know what I mean? Yet alone to say that this is in the Bible. You understand? Because we grew up in Christianity and Rastafari religion that don't teach us anything about reincarnation, but reincarnation is in the Bible. You understand? And we're going to touch upon some scripture to show you this. You understand? All right, so the sign-in sheet is in the comment of this video. So everybody who want to attend class online and, you know what I mean, make it be known that, you know what I mean, you are attending classes, just click on the link, the sign-up sheet, you know what I mean, full out the sheet, you know what I mean. You don't know your days, them are going to count, you know. After 90 days, you know the thing already. You understand? So just fill out the sign-up sheet, you know what I mean. Let us know that you attend classes. You understand? Yeah, man. All right, so we're going to go into this reincarnation topic. You understand? The Christian church teach that when you die, you either go to hell or you burn forever, or you go to heaven. You float off into space and you live where God is. You understand? So if you're a wicked person, you would die and go to hell. And if you're a righteous person, you know what I mean, you die and you go to heaven. The thing about that is nowhere in the Bible, but reincarnation is. You understand? According to the Bible, when you die, if you live a wicked life, you come back in another life. You see what I say? And you live out your punishment. And if you live a good life, you understand? You come and you live out, you know what I mean, the rewards of your righteous life. You understand? So we're going to jump to some scripture now. And the first scripture we're going to jump to is Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9. You understand? To 11. Which says, the thing that has been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. You know what I mean? So this is telling you that everything that has been or that is the thing that shall be. You understand? Continuing. And there is no new thing under the sun. You understand? So the scripture basically tells us that there is no new thing under the sun. You know what I mean? As we read on further, it will get more specific in telling you what it is talking about. You understand? Continuing. Verse 10. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? You know what I mean? So the scripture asks you, is there anything that you can say, yo, this is new? You understand? Continuing. It asks you a question. It has been already of old, Slakia. It has been already of old time, which was before us. So it has said, don't think that there is anything new. Anything you see on the earth right now, it has been of old time before us. And it will get more specific in telling you what this thing is. You understand? Continuing. Verse 11. There is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come. So now it a talk about memory. It a talk about, it a show you say, yo, you now remember things that was. You understand? So the context kind of get more clearer now. What is it really talking about here? You understand? There is no remember or remembrance of former things. What does that mean? It will show you. Continuing. That are to come with those that shall come after. So when it says with those that shall come after, it's talking about people. So now it'll tell you that people who are going to burn on the face of this earth, there's no remembrance of former things. You understand? Remember, it starts off by saying that the thing that was is the thing that shall be, and there's no new thing under the sun. And it said, it's basically telling you that the people who come forth upon the face of the earth have no remembrance of the former things. You understand? All right, so that is a clear scripture, but I know some of you might not understand that. So we're going to jump to some other scriptures to show you where reincarnation is, you know what I mean, is spoken of in the Bible. You understand? So the next scripture I'm going to jump to is Ecclesiastes 6 and 10. Now, this thing that is spoken of here, where it's saying that things that have been shall be, are the things that shall be. Let me read it back. Verse 9 again. Chapter 1, verse 9. The thing that has been, it is that which shall be. You know what I mean? We're going to read in chapter 6, and it's going to tell you what this thing is. You understand? Remember, you know, keep focus on the thing, you know what I mean? That thing that it's referring to, you understand? Just keep focus on that thing, you understand? This is chapter 6, verse 10. It says, that which has been is named already, and it is known that it is man. So that thing which is Slakia, that which has been in is named already, and it is known that it is man. So that which has been is known already, and that thing is man. You understand? It is telling you that we here as humans, we come back. You understand? We are named already, and it is known that we are men. You understand? We are people. So the people them who have been on the earth before, they come back in a new life. All right, but we know so we need more evidence, so we have to read more scriptures. You understand? To show you where reincarnation is in the Bible. All right, so the next scripture is 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and 35. So look, let me just jump to John chapter 9, verse 1 to 2. And come back to this scripture afterward, you see? So look here. It says, and as Jesus passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. Verse 2. All right. Pay attention to this. This man was blind from his birth, right? Verse 2. And his disciple asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents? And that is an important question, you know. So Christ passed a man, he saw a man sitting on the street, right? That was blind from the day that he was born. And his disciple asked him, Master, who sinned? Right? I'm going to continue reading it. And his disciple asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? So his disciple basically asked him, what is the cause that this man was born blind? Was he the one that sinned, or was it his parents? Was it his mother or his father that did the wrong thing, that this man, as a result, this man was born blind? You understand? And here Christ answered. Verse 3. Jesus answered, neither has this man sinned, nor his parents, but that the works of God should be made manifest in him. So Christ basically acknowledged, say, yo, somebody can sin and as a result them born blind, but let us focus upon what is taking place here. You understand? Can somebody sin inside the womb while you're in your mother belly? Can you sin? Remember, you know, sin is an action, right? Sin is an action. You have to do something against the laws of the Most High in order for that be counted as sin. You see what I say? So can somebody sin inside of the mother womb? You can't do no action inside of your mother womb more than kick. You know what I mean? And move and your mother sense say, yo boy, the baby just kick a while ago and the baby just move a while ago. You can't break the Most High laws in the womb. So how could this man sin and then as a result him born blind? Only one scenario could have, you know what I mean, bring forth this unless he had a previous life, unless he lived in another time. You understand? You get to me and say, all right, let me prove that with another scripture. So we're going to jump to Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha. Remember, the Apocrypha is 14 books that was taken out of the Bible by the Roman Catholic Church. You know what I mean? This is the missing piece of the puzzle. This is the missing piece of the puzzle that helps us understand who we are. You understand? Who the children of Israel are, and that it is important that we keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. You understand? So I'm going to jump to the book of Ecclesiasticus. You understand? Verse chapter 41, verse 8 and 9. And it's basically I'm going to give you an example of how somebody, you know what I mean, of why a person born blind. You understand? All right. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 41, verse 8. Woe be unto you, ungodly men, which are forsaking the law of the Most High God. For if ye increase, it shall be to your destruction. Verse 9. And if ye be born, ye shall be born to a curse. All right, so it says, woe unto ungodly men. You know what I mean? Which woe mean destruction, right? So woe be unto ungodly men. Because if you increase, meaning if ungodly people increase on the face of the earth, then it will be to their own destruction. And it goes on to say, if they be born, think about that for a second. How can an ungodly man be born? So it has said, if you increase, if you get plenteous in number, you know what I mean? It shall be to your own destruction. And if you be born, you shall be born to a curse. What that mean? Can a baby be ungodly in the womb? I'm going to ask that question there again. Can a child, you know what I mean, never see the light of day? You understand? Can he commit sin or iniquity in the womb, in a mother belly? The answer is no, because sin, you know what I mean, or ungodliness, it is an action. So in order for this person to be ungodly, it would have been in a previous life. And as a result, they will be born to a curse. That is why, you know what I mean, the disciples asked Christ the question, who did sin? Did this man sin or his parents sin that he was born blind? You understand? Because it is a well-known fact in the Israelite, in the Hebrew Israelite culture that you pay for the sins that you did in one life in the next life. So them ask, who sinned that this man was born blind? And many people born into this earth, you know what I mean, cursed because of sins that they committed in a previous life. You understand? But if you follow the Christian church, you'd never know that things like this in the Bible. You think that you die and you go to hell and you burn forever. You know what I mean? That is what Christianity teach. But that is just not in the Bible anywhere. You understand? Yeah, man. So, ungodly men will be born to a curse. You understand? That is hell. That is the real concept of what hell is. Hell is just a state or a condition on the face of the earth. You know what I mean? We went over this in previous videos. You understand? If you go on any I.S.U.P.K channel, you will see these breakdowns. You understand? We explain the Bible the right way. You get me? Yeah, man. All right. So we're going to jump to more scriptures to show you reincarnation. And then we're going to jump to the scripture that we just skipped a while ago. That is 1 Corinthians 15 and 35. All right. So we're going to go to Malachi 4 and 5. Salakia. This is the book of Malachi, chapter 4, verse 5. And this is talking about Elijah. Because, all right, I think this is common knowledge in the Christian church that John the Baptist is Elijah. You understand? But yet still, you know what I mean, they don't subscribe to reincarnation. You understand? But they would conjure up, you know what I mean, doctrine trying to justify heaven and hell. You dying to and go to a place that you burn forever, when that is just not in the Bible. But skip past clear, obvious scriptures that show you that reincarnation is in the Bible. You understand? All right. So hear what it says. This is Malachi chapter 4, verse 5. Behold, I will send you Elijah, the prophet, before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. You see, when this prophecy was given, Elijah was dead already. You understand? So it's saying the Most High will send Elijah before the dreadful day of the Lord being Christ, right? So we're going to jump to the New Testament where this prophecy was fulfilled. You understand? So we're going to jump to Matthew chapter 17, verse 10 to 30. Which says, and his disciples asked him, his disciples asked him, it describes that Elias must first come. All right, Elias is another way of interpreting Elijah. You know what I mean? Same way like the scripture that we read in Malachi said, the Most High will send Elijah before Christ, or the dreadful day of the Lord, which is Christ, right? The disciples knew about this prophecy, right? So they asked him, and his disciple asked him, saying, why then say the scribes that Elias must first come? Because everybody knew the prophecy, and the scribes thought that Elijah was supposed to come first before Christ. But they are now looking at Christ and say, but wait, wasn't Elijah supposed to come before you? That's what the scribes said. You understand? Continuing. Verse 11. And Jesus answered and said unto them, Elias truly shall first come and restore all things. So Christ confirmed, yeah, man, Elijah did for forward, man, for real, man. You see? Continuing, verse 13. Slakia, verse 12. But I say unto you that Elias or Elijah is come already. So him say, yo, yeah, man, Elijah did for forward, yes. I'm matter of fact, him come already. You understand? That is what Christ is saying right here. You understand? Continuing. And they knew him not. So Christ has said him forward, but them never know say him. They knew him not. You see? Continuing. But have done unto him whatsoever they listed. But they did unto him whatsoever they listed, or whatsoever they pleased, that pleased them. You know what I mean? Them do to him, them treat him, you know what I mean, like it wasn't Elijah. Why? Because they knew him not. So what I say, them never know say Elijah, so them do unto him as them please. You get me? Continuing. Likewise shall also the Son of Man suffer of them. So Christ has said, same way with them do Elijah, I see him way them are going to do me. And we know that them kill Christ, right? They crucify Christ. They turn over Christ to the Romans for the Romans to lynch Christ. You understand? So now we're going to explain who is Elijah, which brings us to our next verse. Continuing. Verse 13. Then the disciples understood that he spake unto them of John the Baptist. So now, as him said that to them, when him say, yo, Elijah forward already, man, but them kill him. And I see him where so them are going to kill me too. Then the disciple them realize, say, Bombard, and who say, a John the Baptist him attack. So John the Baptist is Elijah. So that is clear reincarnation in the Bible. You understand? It is clear and evident. But you know what is not clear and evident? Burning in hell forever and ever. That is not clear and evident in the Bible. That is nowhere in the Bible. You understand? Nowhere are you dying and floating off into heaven. You know what I mean? With wings and all them things there. That is not in the Bible. But reincarnation is in the Bible. You understand? All right, so we're going to jump back up now to 1 Corinthians 15 and 35. And yeah. So this is 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and 35, which says, but some man will say, how are the dead raised up? You understand? It's an age-old question. Some man asks, hey, you come back into the earth when you're dead, or just one life you have? You see it? We hear them reasoning upon the corner all the while. You understand? Yo, I wonder if for one life the whole of we have. I wonder if when a man dead him come back. This is a question that, you know what I mean, Paul is referring to, that man asks, that Israelites ask. You know what I mean? Let me just read it back again. But some man will say, how are the dead raised up? And with what body do they come? You understand? So, age-old question. I wonder if when we're born, yo, I wonder if when we die, we come back. And I wonder if we come back looking the same or in the same body. That's basically what I'm saying. You know? How are the dead raised up? And do they come in the same body? Or in what body do they come? You understand? Continuing. Verse 36. But Paul said, thou fool, that which thou sowest is not quickened except it die first. So, you know what I mean? Paul give them an analogy. You see? You know, like an onion. All right. First and foremost, the word quicken means to make alive. So what Paul says is that which is quickened have to die first. So in order for something come alive, something would have to die. Like an onion, for example. You know what I mean? When an onion get, you know what I mean, that brown color and start to smell and start to rotten, then you start see new life start come out of the onion. You understand? And the same analogy I give, but here where I say, this is the explanation of this analogy. He's saying, thou fool, Zin, remember say, a man would have a dead first, you know, before him come back. So how you ask if him come in at the same body? That which is sown, meaning that which goes into the grave. You know what I mean? Of course, that couldn't be the body that him come back in at, because him go born back through a mother womb. That him a say, you know. So him a say, yo, if the man dead, or the same, him can't come back in the same body. That him a say. Continue reading. It a go explain what me just say a while ago. No. See? Verse 37. And that which thou sowest mean whatever thing that die, including somebody that dies, whatever you sow it or you put in the ground. See? And that which thou sowest not that body that shall be. He must speak about the body now. Meaning, when you sow a dead body in the ground, like when you bury it, it won't be the body that shall be. Because a new body will come through a mother's womb. You get to me, I said? So that old body that goes into the ground is not the same body that comes out of a mother's womb. So him answer the question. Him answer the age-old question of, hey, when we're dead, we come back, and we come back in our same body. No, Paul say, yo, you're a fool if you ask that question there. Because remember say you have a dead first to come back in. Oh, you have to come back in our same body we're buried in the earth already. No most one new body. You know what I mean? But you know, many Christians don't understand Paul, you know. You know what I mean? Them can't understand Paul because Paul is a very technical, you know what I mean? He's a very technical prophet of the Most High. You get me? All right. So, there we have it. Reincarnation in the Bible. You see? Yeah, man. And remember to like the video, share on all social media platforms. You see me? Remember to subscribe to the channel as well. You understand? We are I.S.U.P.K Jamaica. There's also a sign-in sheet in the description of this video for anybody who wants to register that. You know what I mean? You attend classes. You understand? All right. So, is that Shalom, sir?
Hey, shalom, shalom. I mean, you know what I mean, good one. So, you know what I mean, brothers and sisters need to learn about this reincarnation, man. So that you know what I mean, they know how to be thinking about what when they die, whether they're going to heaven or hell, and living a type of lifestyle. Like you know, like you only have one life to live. That's it. You understand? And that's because they were a Christian pastor. I mean, that's why what we're going to go over here in the lower classes today. You understand? Is going to show, you know what I mean, how you should live, how you should present yourself to the Lord. You understand? Like, as we said last week, we need laws. We need rules. You understand? For us to live amongst each other, for us to, you know what I mean, live in unity, we're going to need to follow some rules. All right? Now, you know what I mean, you have the stories done from there. All right? So now, Ezra, we're going into the laws of, you know what I mean, stealing. I mean, I know everybody knows you should not steal. All right. But there are a few stories that, you know, I mean, every once in a while, you know, I mean, we turn our ear to. All right. And this is one of them because it's been on so much social media platform and it's been out there with, you know, I mean, a ton of, you know, I mean, camera shots. All right. So we're going to read about it and we're going to, you know, I mean, see, you know, I mean, what type of solutions we could put in place. You know, I mean, so things like this would not go on in our communities. All right. So go on.
Sir, I also have like well, you're not going to see the picture, but definitely maybe the listeners can hear the audio. I don't know if you want me to just play like the video itself so them can hear which story we are referring to. This is the shootout that took place in Waterloo Road.
Yeah, but I don't know if you could you share the screen?
Sir, I would have to take up the computer, but it wouldn't. Yeah.
Could you send me it?
I sent you the video, man. Just checking your WhatsApp.
My WhatsApp. Let me see. Hold on. Sister gonna have to call me back. I do in the class. Or text me. All right, let's see. All right, so start reading it first. All right, I'm gonna check it out. All right, I think you did send me some of these things on the WhatsApp. All right. So we're gonna see. So go ahead. Let's start reading it first.
The story says 2 dead, 1 in police custody after wild shootout in St. Andrew.
All right.
2 alleged gunmen.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
2 alleged gunmen are dead and another in custody following a dramatic shootout with police in the Trafalgar Road area of St. Andrew shortly after midday Monday.
All right, so what we learn about here is something that took place in Jamaica, right? In broad daylight, as we say. You understand? It was a robbery. All right. And with the robbery, it came, you know what I mean, these what you would call, you know what I mean, thieves or bandits were in a shootout with the so-called police or what you would call the law. All right. So read on.
In a news release, the Corporate Communication Unit of the Jamaica Constabulary Force also confirmed that 2 alleged firearms were seized in the incident.
Right. And this is what you're gonna learn from.
Were reported.
Go ahead.
Sir. The 3 men were reportedly traveling in a white Toyota Axio motor car that is suspected to have been involved in a shooting death of a man in Swallowfield, St. Andrew, earlier in the day.
Right, and all this stem from what? A robbery. All right, and you're gonna look at these. You know what I mean? I'm not condoning a brother stealing. You know what I mean? Robbing someone. That is not what I'm condoning. But what we should do, we should look at stuff like this and know that this situation here is because of our oppressor. You understand? Because of the oppressor. And I'm explaining to you why I say because of the oppressor. You understand? I'm positive that these robbers or thieves ain't come from give me one of those expensive places to live in Jamaica. Where the uppity up people live.
Cherry Garden.
Right. Yeah, you understand? Cherry Garden and these places. Yeah, I mean where you're the wealthy Jamaicans living. You understand? These are brothers on the islands who basically starving. You understand? Starving. No, they're starving. Where all the guns coming from on the island? You understand? These Jamaican men don't have what? Boat or no shipping company or no airplanes to bring guns in. There ain't no gun factory in Jamaica. In Trinidad, there ain't no gun factory in there. But yet still guns keep on trickling in, coming into the country. You understand? Right? You could lock down the border, nobody coming in and out. You know what coming in and out when it comes to people. But you can't lock down the border from guns and drugs coming in. No. You understand? Something wrong. All right? Read on. Right, and before you go there, go to Deuteronomy 24. Go to Deuteronomy 24. Let's do 24 and 6. Deuteronomy 24 and 6.
Another one gun.
All right, tell me when you get it.
Another one gun, sir.
And we just go through some, you know what I mean, some laws on, you know what I mean, how we should, you know what I mean, deal with one another. You know what I mean, with the poor. You understand? Come on.
Another one gun. This is Deuteronomy chapter 24, verse 6. No man shall take the nether of the upper milestone to pledge.
All right, to pledge. Meaning what? What is this law trying to do? This law is looking out for people who are poor in your community, people who don't have, you know what I mean, money to go, you know what I mean, rent this machine to have this done. You mean your brother have it? You know what I mean? He ain't to take a pledge from you. You understand? Read on. Go on, read on.
Another one gun. For he taketh a man's life to pledge.
For he taketh a man's life to pledge. You understand? You're a poor man, and you trying to, you know what I mean, you trying to, you know what I mean, get over on him. You know what I mean? You're gonna take his, you know what I mean, you basically taking his life out. You understand? And the Lord put these laws in the Bible to help poor people, man. Jamaica is a poor place. People starving. You understand? Now on to Haiti. And who's causing them to starve like this? America and England. You know what I mean, our two foes. You understand, as the Bible calls them.
That's right, sir.
You understand? We are starving. And don't get me wrong, I'm not condoning this type of behavior. I'm not saying they are right for committing a robbery. That's not what I'm saying. You're missing the whole point. I'm trying to show the psychological part in it, what leads up to it. You understand? Is some, you know what I mean, a few names a brother don't want to be called. He don't want to be called a rapist, a robber, or pedophile. You know what I mean? Nothing. Or a politician or a priest. You know what I mean? I'll even go there with it. They understand. Certain names, certain reputation we do not want in this lifestyle. But because of, you know what I mean, certain circumstances we in, you know what I mean, we don't have the correct leadership over us to make that, you know what I mean, help us make the right choice. And in the UPK, we have that type of leadership. You understand? So read on.
Verse 7. Verse 7. if a man be found stealing any of his brethren of the children of Israel,
right? If he
and make it
found stealing any of his what? Brethren of the children of Israel. Now read on.
And make it merchandise of him.
You understand? You sell your brother. You understand? You give him some type of contract that will have him in it for his life. And somebody else gain all the money. Right? Read on.
Or sell it him.
Or sell it to him. You make a slave out of him. Right? Read on.
Then that thief shall die.
The Lord call you a thief. And the Lord say, you shall what? You shall die. You understand? You black politicians on the island in Jamaica, you selling black people out. You want to know why they're hungry? Because you ain't putting things in place for them to eat. So now guess what? Since the people who over here, since the leadership who over here, the rich who over here ain't taking care of you, guess what? I'm gonna have to go sell drugs. I'm gonna have to go rob somebody to make money. You understand? When the Lord put provisions in here for us to deal with one another the right way. You understand? Read on.
Then that thief shall die, and
right,
thou shalt put.
Then that thief shall die. You understand? That robber, he is going to die. And that's what happened there. Them two robbers, they got what? Killed. You understand? The Lord words, you know what I mean? When the Lord speak, he speak, man. These words are real. You know what I mean? It's either we live it or we die not living it. You understand? All right? Either one. You know what I mean? It ain't no choice. All right, read on.
Sir. And thou shalt put evil away from among you.
You understand? The Lord wants us as a righteous nation. The Lord don't want us being thieves, robbers. He doesn't want that. That is not what the Lord wants. Guess what? You know how Jamaica was made? Because England came and what? Stole it from the Taino Indians. They came, they stole it, they raped, they lynched, they murder. And now you have the island of Jamaica. You understand? One of the poorest Caribbean countries. Why? Because your so-called oppressor, he is putting tariffs. He is putting the IMF on you. He putting all sorts of burden on you so that you be what? Hungry. You left hungry. He basically making merchandise of you. You understand? Now you had to work. You are a farmer. You had to work 10 times as hard to get some money than a white farmer in America. You understand? Because your people sold you out. Right? Read on.
That's right.
No, that's it. Right? So now go to Exodus 20 and 15. Exodus 20 and 15.
Another one done, sir.
All right. Go ahead.
This is book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 15. Thou shalt not steal.
Thou shalt not what?
Another one gone. Thou shalt not steal.
Thou shalt not steal. You know what I mean? There's something we gotta know of the break. You cannot steal. And this Lord is what the Lord Moses is running on from the Lord to the black and Hispanic people and Native Indian people that were amongst him. He was running this down. Why? Because the so-called Egyptians, they were doing what? Read it one more time.
Another one gone. Thou shalt not steal.
Because these heathens were doing that. They were stealing and robbing one another. And the Lord wanted to separate us from all these heathen. So he put this law in the Bible for us, in this book for us, saying what? Thou shalt not what?
steal. Simple.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Don't go be a robber, man. Don't go be a bandit, as we call it, I would say. Don't do it. Right? Now, carry me to Hosea 4, right? And then once you get to Hosea 4 and 1, go back and start reading the article where we left off from. So hold we at with Hosea 4 and 6 and go to the article.
Canada one gun, sir.
Mm-hmm. All right, take your time. All right.
So that's Hosea 4 and 1, right?
Yeah, hold that and then start back reading where it was.
Okay, gun, sir.
All right.
The murder of the man was reported to the police emergency communication center, which then used the Jamaica high technology to swiftly mobilize members of the Metropolitan Quick Response Team, the police.
So they didn't just commit a robbery; they commit a robbery and what? Murder. You know what I mean? Laws that you break in here, the Lord is going to deal with you. The Lord say what? Thou shalt not commit what? Murder. You understand? There's self-defense and there's murder. You're going to murder someone, you're going to face the judgment from the Lord. You understand? All right, read on.
Canada one gun, sir. It is further reported that the motor vehicle was intercepted at the intersection of Hope Road and Trafalgar Road. And while the police sought to apprehend them, the suspects engaged the lawmen in a gunfight.
You understand? They ain't come to the senses as yet that they made a mistake, a horrible mistake. They say, you know what? We going out guns blazing. And there was a shootout with the so-called law. You understand? We can't shoot our way out of committing crime against the Lord. Ain't no way around it. We can't sin. We have to live a righteous life. You understand? Or else the Lord is going to put you on ice. He's going to put you 6 feet under. Simple. Right? Read on.
Canada one gun, sir. The dramatic shootout was caught in the video below. Slakia, they have a video.
You understand? And the video, I might be able to play the video, but more likely it is online, right? I might be able to play the video Slack about that. But the shootout, you go see the video, it's wild. And it is wild to a point whereas we almost like numb to this type of environment. Where now it's a joke to see a cop behind some car with a gun shooting, in a shootout. That ain't no joke. That is life or death situation you're talking about there. You understand? That's one of your brothers killing another one of your brother. You understand? There ain't no joke. There ain't nothing to play with, man. And the Lord, leave these laws in this Bible here so that, with the hope that we have good leadership to teach us. You understand? Now go to Hosea 4, verse 1.
Canada one cancer.
All right. Why the Chinese ain't doing it? Why the so-called East Indians on the island ain't, doing full-out robbery? Why? Because they're living good. They're taking care of each other. You understand? And they're above us, or we below them. You understand? All right? All right. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 4. How way you think give me
Canada
Deuteronomy
one,
28 and 4?
Canada one cancer.
Mm-hmm.
This is Deuteronomy, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and 4. So,
Right, and this is a curse. What the brother about to
Canada
read
one
here right
cancer.
now is a curse from the Lord. You understand? A curse from the Lord meaning a punishment from the Lord. You understand? It's just like you have a father. A father, he's going to punish you if you disobey his orders. Well, the Lord is the same way. The Lord is like a father. You disobey him, he is going to punish you like a father. The Lord ain't your mother. The Lord ain't going to give you hugs and kisses when you're selling drugs. You understand? To your people, destroying your people. The Lord ain't going to give you a hug and kisses when you're being a lesbian or homosexual, or you're eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. You're celebrating Christmas. The Lord ain't going to give you hugs and kisses. But guess who? Mommy might give you it, hugs and kisses. You understand? Not the Lord. You understand? Read.
Canada one can. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy ground.
Right, Salakia. Coming Deuteronomy 28 and 44. Salakia.
44.
Yeah,
Canada
Deuteronomy
one
28
can.
and 44. All right.
Canada one cancer.
All right,
This is
as I
the book
said.
of Deuteronomy. Salakia.
No, go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 44.
Mm-hmm.
He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
So he shall what? Lend to thee.
God.
Right? Meaning, who have all the banks in Jamaica? Are these banks black owned? Oh, hell no.
Last.
You understand? Your oppressor, right?
God.
The white man, or who? The Chinese or the East Indians.
God.
You got to go what? Borrow money from them to build your house, to
God.
buy a car, to do whatever you want to do. You go what? Borrow from them. They lend to you. Read on.
Canada one can. He shall be the head, and
No, hold
thou
on.
shalt be the tail.
Hold on. Thou shalt not lend to him.
Okay,
Hold on.
Slakia. And thou shalt not lend to him.
Why we can't lend to him?
Because we don't have it to lend.
We have money. Yeah, we
God.
broke. We broke, you understand?
God.
I would hate to see, you know what I mean, what the average Jamaican family living on in the ghetto. You understand? It's going to be, boy, it's going to be shocking.
Slakia.
Mm-hmm.
Slakia.
Go ahead.
The average Jamaican family in the ghetto,
Uh-huh.
you know what I mean? Most of the time, for the most part, probably all one person are working at the entire household, everybody else, you know what I mean, unemployed. So they might live off a one minimum wage salary. You understand?
Yeah. I know.
That is many households in Jamaica.
You understand?
God.
You understand? All right? Boy, oh boy. I'm looking for some figures. I'm gonna get it. Don't worry. The figures out there. I'm gonna get the figures for you. I mean to show you how poor Jamaicans are on the island. And it's because of
God.
the vampire type lifestyle the white man or slave master have when it comes to sucking the economy dry, your wealth dry from your country, and then leaving you to fight and kill each other. You understand?
God.
All right. Read on. Finish reading Deuteronomy 20 and 44.
Canada one can. He shall be the head, and thou
All right.
shall be the tail.
And thou shalt be the what?
The tail.
The tail. You understand? You ain't all the way in the back. You understand? He's the head.
God.
He moving and you the tail. Wherever the head go, you gotta move. You understand? That's a curse from the Lord. You understand? The Lord wanted us to be the head and these heathens to be the tail. That's what the Lord wanted. You understand? It's very British to steal and rob. You understand? We Israelites, we should not be living like the British. You understand? The British, they rob and steal. You understand? You
God.
understand? Not just Jamaica, Trinidad, St. Lucia, all the Caribbean islands you can name. The British rob and stole to get it. You understand? Now,
God.
when you start living that lifestyle, you start taking on the spirit of your oppressor. You understand? And we're going to have to stop it. Or the Lord will come see us, man. Right? So read Hosea for me. Hosea.
God. God. This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel.
So hold on. Who is Hosea speaking to?
Hosea is speaking to the children of Israel, to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Correct. That is who he is speaking to. Only them.
God.
You understand? I don't know where everybody come in, but Hosea was specific when he said what? Ye children of what? Israel.
God.
You understand? Blacks, as I said, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian. Read on.
Canada one concern. For the Lord has a controversy, Slakia, with the
Mhm.
inhabitants of land.
What does that mean? Look up that word. Look up that
Canada
word
one,
for me. Controversy. Right? What does that mean?
Canada one con.
You got it?
Canada one concern.
Mhm.
Controversy. Prolonged public disagreement or heated discussion.
So the Lord has a what? A
A
what?
prolonged public disagreement or heated discussion.
Right. Meaning the Lord have a prolonged disagreement with the way we what? We live in.
God.
With the inhabitants of the land. With the
Canada one
blacks,
con.
Hispanics and Native Indians on the Jamaican island, throughout the Caribbean, North Central, and South America. He has a controversy with us, with how we
God.
living. Right? Read on.
Canada one con. Because there is no truth nor
Because
mercy.
there's no what?
No truth or
Right.
mercy.
No truth. Meaning
God.
what? You have a ton of what? Christianity,
God.
Islam, Rastafarianism. You understand? You have a ton of,
God.
all sorts of religion and beliefs. You understand? You don't have, there
God.
ain't no truth in these religions. Thank the Lord for the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, the I.S.U.P.K. The truth is in here.
God. That's right.
You
God.
understand? The Lord is with us. Read on.
Canada one concern. Nor knowledge of God
Now, hold
in the
on, hold
land.
on, hold on. Don't forget that part where after no truth. What comes after no truth?
Nor mercy.
No mercy.
God.
You understand? When you're a robber or when you're a bandit, you understand? And you're on this, shooting spree. I'll have to say. You kill the person here who you went to rob. Now you're on a shooting spree with the police. You're on a mercy.
God. Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? People driving in the car, you could be killing other people. You're on a mercy.
God.
You understand?
Slakia, sir.
Uh-huh.
Slakia. And you go up on a robbery and you know what I mean, you take what you get already and you still kill the person. You understand? You know no mercy.
Yeah, no mercy. You understand?
God.
No mercy whatsoever. And that
God.
is not just them alone. That's all of us. You
God.
understand? As black people, we don't have mercy towards one another. You understand? We don't we look at each other and be like, man, he a waste of time. He this. I ain't trying to help him. Get a job. You know what I mean? I work hard for my money. You go get a job. You understand? No type of mercy, no type of maybe the brother did try to get something. You know what? I'm still, you know what I mean, feed him. I'm gonna still give him something. None of that. All right, read on.
Canada one can. Nor knowledge of God in the land.
No knowledge of what?
Nor knowledge of God in the land.
You know what I mean? That what is the knowledge of God? The Bible. You understand? There's none. You could see it by the way our brothers and sisters are living their life, particular lifestyle. You understand? The knowledge of God would have been, you know what? Hey, you know what I mean, Joe Grind, you know what I mean? Don't do that. That's another man, woman. You understand? The knowledge would be, you know what I mean, Dan, we shouldn't go on this robbery. It's wrong. The Bible says it. We can't go steal people's stuff. Let's find another way to make this money. Let's find another way to eat. You know what I mean? Let me call up the UPK, Paul KI, Abada one, find out, you know what I mean, what they, you know what I mean, they could do for us. You understand? They don't have that knowledge. You understand? That knowledge is what? That knowledge in the Bible. You understand? That wisdom to make the right choice. You understand? We lack it as a people. And that's because of our black leadership. You understand? Yeah, your pastor, he's at fault. You understand? Yeah, what I call the Rastafarian preacher man? Just what?
Them would have called like them. Well, a priest, a priest. That's the farthest I know, sir. Them call them priests like some. Yeah.
All right, yeah, you understand? You're Rastafarian priest. You understand? I blame them. You understand? Like they ain't teaching us this Bible. Instead of teaching us to love Selassie, that skinny Ethiopian. Lord don't want us to do these things, man. The Lord wants us to look inside this book right here, open it, and do what He said to do. That's what the Lord wants, right? Read on.
Canada one can. Verse 2. By swearing and lying and killing.
By swearing stealing. And what? And lying. The Lord don't want you swearing and what? Lying and what? Killing. You understand? Read on.
And stealing.
And what?
And stealing.
And stealing. Read on.
And committing adultery.
You understand? Joe Grind. The Lord don't want that. You understand? He does not want it. All right, read on.
Canada one can. They break out and blood toucheth blood.
And blood what?
And blood toucheth blood.
Let me do one. Black on black crime. Black on black murder. You understand? Like the Lord, like He know what He's saying. Because you go kill my brother. You know, I come in for you. Ain't no questions about it. You understand? I'm coming. You understand?
We have a saying out here, if you can't catch quacko, you catch a shirt. You understand? So most of the time, the person who end up dead is not even involved in anything at all, you see? So
yeah.
And that is a common, you know what I mean, thing among us.
You understand? And the Lord understands that, and He put things in the Bible, you know what I mean, for it, to help us live amongst each other righteously. So now I ain't had to worry about you robbing me and killing me for what my goods, what you want from me. Now you could do what? I know you're poor. Now I'm putting things in place to make sure you eat, to make sure your family eat. You understand? Because that's in the law. We're going to get it. That's in the law. Right? Read on.
Canada one can, verse 3. Therefore shall the land mourn.
Therefore shall the land what?
Mourn.
Mourn. Jamaicans mourning,
God.
Mourning. You understand? This whole lockdown, this whole COVID, where nobody can't go to work, where the money coming from? They're depending on the government to send money to them. You know what I mean? And they live on a basically stipend to feed your family, your big family.
God.
People starving. You understand? And that's the Lord is doing all of that. Why? To teach us a lesson. To let us know that what He's in charge, you not. Right, read on.
Canada one cancer. And everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish.
Shall what?
Shall languish.
Shall languish. The cops, the robbers, the civilians, they're going to do what? Languish if we don't obey the Lord. Read on.
Canada one cancer. With the beasts of the field and with the fowls of heaven. With the beasts of the field and with the fowls of heaven.
Right? The Lord gonna make sure everything went mourn. Now you have your farmers who have your cattle. You understand? Cattle hardly have grass to eat. Cattle have milk, but you gotta throw away most of the milk. Why? Because you can't sell your milk to the government importing the milk. The milk that you'll take to go make the cheese, you can't go make cheese and sell. Why? Because the government is importing cheese from America or these different places. So guess what? Your animal gotta suffer. You gotta suffer. Everybody gotta suffer. You understand? Read on.
Canada one can. Yea, the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away.
You understand? The Lord gonna make sure what? You starve.
God.
You trying to get out your slavery. The Lord has something for you waiting. You know what I mean? Haiti is the perfect example. You understand? You're on an island, water around you, but what? You're making mud pies? There should be fishes in the ocean, right? All around you. Should be something, you know what I mean, where you can go eat, but we're starving. All right, read on.
Canada one can. Yea, the fishes of the sea shall also shall be taken. Verse 4. Yet let no man strive.
Let no man what?
Another. Let
Hold
no
on.
man strive.
What does that mean? When they say let no man strive?
Let me just find the meaning now, sir.
Go ahead. Anybody on the Facebook? You know what I mean? Or the YouTube? I'll pull up the Facebook.
Strive. Make great effort to achieve or obtain something.
Good. So what is he saying?
Make no man prosper.
You understand what the Lord's saying, right?
Yeah.
So the Lord is saying, make sure no man what?
Strive. God.
Right? You wondering why what? Why it is your business not picking up? Why it is every time you have some good idea and you go, you know what I mean, you go to the bank, show the bank good idea, get money borrowed, you go open up a business, but it fails. Why? You wonder why it is all these so-called Chinese people could be on the island and have all these stores and they prosper. It ain't by coincidence, brothers and sisters. You understand? It's by design.
God.
You understand? Like the Lord ain't, you know what I mean? We ain't gonna prosper as a people, as I say, I shouldn't say as a people, but I should say more so as individuals. You understand? We're gonna prosper when we start coming together and acknowledging who we are, we're going to have to put down Rastafarianism. We got to put down Christianity. We got to put down all these religions that we want to, hold on to and hate one another. So now because I'm a Christian, I hate the brother who's a Muslim. I'm a brother who is a Muslim. I hate the brother who's a Christian. You understand? When we both born on the same team, what the hell are you talking about? Get rid of the religion and what boil down to skin. Right?
Gone.
So read on.
Another one can, sir. Yet let no man strive, nor reprove another.
Yet no man what?
Yet let no man strive, nor reprove another.
What do you mean to reprove another? So the man not striving and he not reproving another. And who's another? A brother, another brother. Right? What does it mean to be, what does it mean to reprove?
Go ahead. Help. A reprove is to correct, you know.
Right.
I mean? To reprove is to correct. So this man not striving, you know what I mean, nor is he able to help the next man, or you know what I mean, correct.
Or correct. Him. Yes, correct him and say, yo, you shouldn't go down that road. You shouldn't, you're planning on going and doing a robbery, boy, you shouldn't do that. You'll get killed. And you'll give your family a bad, you'll give your family a bad name. You understand? Right? No, you know what I mean? No reproof. Right, read on.
Another one can. For thy people are as they that strive with the priest.
You understand? The people strive with the priest, meaning the priest trying to do what? The priest trying to what? Teach you the what? The laws, statutes, and commandments. But guess what? You striving with the priest. You're like, nah, Negro. The law's done away with. I could eat, I could eat this pork knuckles. I could eat this pigtail. I could do these things. The Lord, wherever I bless, the Lord bless. I could eat it. You understand? You striving with the priest. You understand? Well, guess what? When you strive with the priest, what's going to happen? You're going to have chaos. You're going to have murder. You're going to have killing taking place. Because you ain't going to know how to what? To govern yourself. You're going to know how to do these things. You don't have the knowledge of this Bible. You understand? Now, coming back to, is there any more on the story, or we close to the end of the story that you're reading?
That was the end of the story, sir.
Okay, so now come to Exodus 22 and 1.
Another one can.
Exodus 22 and 1.
Another one can. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 1. If a man shall steal an ox.
So now it going into some specific things that a man, if he does it, what should be the repercussions of his actions. All right? Read on.
Another one can. Or a sheep and kill it or sell it. He shall restore 5 oxen for an ox.
Go ahead.
4 sheep for a sheep.
You understand? But what end up happening is you go steal my ox. And I know you steal it, I'm coming to kill you. When that, there's provisions in the law where this man is going to have to do what? Whatever he steals, if he steals an ox, he had to give you back what? 5 oxen. You understand? If he steal your sheep, he had to give you back what? 4 sheep. You understand? So in other words, depending on the animal, he's going to either have to what? Double it, triple it. You understand? Right? Read on.
Another one can. Verse 2. If a thief be found breaking up and be smitten that he die, there shall no blood be shed for him.
Say that one more time.
Another one can. Verse 2, if a thief be found breaking up
Mm-hmm.
and be smitten that he die,
Yeah, so you
there
in a
shall
shoot.
no
You in a shootout with the cops.
God,
And the cops, you know what I
God,
mean, bust two of you all. You know what I mean? Wide open. Stretch you out on the ground. Guess what? What does it say? And be smitten that he died. What happened?
God. They were killed. God of one
Yeah.
gun. There shall
There,
no blood be shed for him.
there shall no blood be shed for him. Meaning, this killing that happened here, it was what? Right. You understand?
God,
Ain't no blood going to be taken for him because he was caught doing what? Stealing. You
God.
understand? Right? Read on.
God of the one gun, sir. Verse 3. If the sun be risen upon him, there shall be blood shed for him.
Mm-hmm.
For he should make full restoration, so like a restitution.
So meaning if he alive, he gonna have to do what? He gotta make restitution. Whatever he stole, he gonna have to what? Give it
God,
back on what? On more. Right, read on.
God. God of the one gun. If he have nothing, then he shall be sold for his theft.
You understand? If he have nothing, then he will have to do what? Then he will have to go work for whoever he steal from. That same bar, the same barman he stole from. Now he's gonna have to work. You know what I mean? Whatever he stole off. You
God of the one
understand?
gun.
That's what you will have to do. All right. If the sun rise on him, if he be found alive, that is what's gonna have to happen.
God of the
You
one
understand?
gun.
Right?
Gun, sir.
Read on.
God of the one gun. Verse Salakia.
Verse 4.
Verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
If the theft be certainly found in his hand alive,
Mm-hmm.
whether it be ox or ass or sheep, he shall
He shall what?
restore double.
He shall restore double. You find
God
the
of the
ox in
one
the
gun.
hand, like he walking out with the ox. Hey, matter of fact, we're going with the ox. Shit. I'm gonna have to
God.
get back 2 ox, brother. 2 oxes gotta come your way. 2 oxens gotta come your way.
God.
You understand? Read on.
God of the one gun. Verse 5.
Right,
If a
and it say
man
what?
shall
Or a ass or a sheep, he shall restore double. So whatever you get found with in your hand, you understand? You're gonna have to pay back what? Double. You
double.
understand?
God of the one
These are
gun.
rules that, you know what I mean, if we carry on with one another, you understand, we'll be able to live amongst each other in peace, man. You understand?
God.
We'll be able to live amongst each other. All right?
God of the one gun.
Let's see. All right? I think that might be it on it.
God.
All right, for now. You know what I mean? Those are the things we're going to, you know what I mean, as more and more, you know what I mean, once we come and we start doing the lower classes, we're going to more. So now let's go to Leviticus 19 and 10, in which we're going to see
God of the one gun.
what basically what could stop this type of situation from happening. You understand? What could stop a man from, you know what I mean, from thinking, you know what, this I ain't got no other choice. You know what I mean? I ain't getting no food. You understand? No food or clothes from the the government, from the leaders, from the preacher, from the, you know what I mean? I ain't getting no, you know what I mean, nothing from them. What am I going to do? Right? Read Leviticus 19.
God of the one gun. This is the
19 and
book of
10.
God of the one gun. This is the book of Leviticus chapter 19 verse 10. And thou shalt not glean thy vineyard.
Right. So read verse 9. Start at verse 9.
Another one, con. This is verse 9. And when ye reap the harvest of your land,
So when you reap the
thou
harvest
shalt,
of your land, so for you to have land, more than likely, yeah, in them days, you have to have what? Your parents have some type of what? Wealth. Some type of, you know what I mean?
con,
Money. You understand?
con,
It's only now we growing up, we ain't been taught the wealth of land. Why? Because our oppressor has stolen that away from you. So now you have dreams of owning land. You have dreams of these things. Why? Because it was all stolen from you. Right?
con.
Read on.
Another one, con, sir. Thou shalt not wholly reap the corners of thy field.
Right? And it said what? Thou shalt not what?
Wholly reap the corners of thy field.
The Bible is saying, Moses is telling the blacks, Hispanics, and Native, and don't wholly reap the what? The corners of the field. So this
Another
picture,
one,
you
con,
have a rectangle or a square plot of land. You understand? And you have your sorrel or your peas on it. You understand?
con,
They're gonna be plants on the outskirts, on the corners of it. The Lord is saying,
con,
don't what? Don't reap the corners of your land. You have sugar cane, and you're cutting the sugar
yes,
cane to go sell it. Don't rip the corners of your sugar cane.
con,
Right? The Lord is teaching us
another
how
one,
to
con,
do what? To share.
con,
Yeah, I mean, how to look out for our brother, man. You understand? So now he
con,
don't have to go hungry and have to decide whether he has to go get a gun and go commit a robbery.
con,
You understand? Right?
another
Read
one,
on.
con, another one, con.
Mhm.
Neither shall thou gather the gleaning of thy harvest.
Right? And the gleaning is what? What is the gleaning? You want to look it up?
Con, sir, the leftover. Slakia.
Yes. Right? The gleaning of your harvest.
Con,
Meaning you're going to clean everything up.
con,
You understand? You're going to clean everything up. Your so-called oppressor, that's him. He going to clean everything up.
con,
You understand? You have oil on your island, he coming to take it. He coming to stamp his mark on it, suck you dry, and then sell the
con,
same oil company back to you, and you still have to pay taxes to him.
con.
That's your oppressor. All right? Read on.
Another one, con. Verse 10. And thou
Mhm.
shalt not glean thy vineyard,
Go ahead.
neither shalt thou. Slakia.
Go ahead.
Another one, con. Neither shalt thou gather every grape of thy vineyard.
Mm-hmm.
Thou
Right?
shalt leave. Slakia.
Mm-hmm. Thou shalt, go ahead. The Lord won't tell you what it is. What to do.
Another one, con. Thou shalt leave them for the poor and stranger.
All right? Right?
I am the
And
Lord your God.
you shall what? You have to leave for a stranger. Gleaning is what? You gathering your sorrel, your peas up. You understand? You can't glean, you know what I mean? You can't gather everything up. He's telling you to leave this for who?
For the
Thou shalt
stranger,
leave them for the what?
the poor and the stranger.
For the poor and the stranger. Why? Because our oppressor has taught us not to look after poor people.
God.
You understand? Our oppressor has taught us not to look after the stranger. And who's the stranger? The brother who is living amongst you, who is not from your community. So you live in Canaan, you leave and go live in Clarendon, and ain't nobody trying to help you. You
God.
understand?
God.
You know what I mean? Ain't nobody trying to help each other. Why? Because we learn it from our oppressor. Our oppressor taught us, you know what I mean, to be individuals. You know what I mean? You
God.
hungry, you making all the money in the world, don't worry about them. They have the same chance that I have. they should go make do
God.
with it. That's where your oppressor taught you. Your oppressor taught you to look down on your own people. You understand? Instead of help them, instead of trying to, you know what I mean, bring them up. You see your brother hungry, you know what I mean, on the streets. What we should be doing, the rich of us should be doing, we're trying to help feed them. You understand? The rich of us should be trying to bring some type of resources to the poor communities and help them.
That's
You
right,
understand?
sir.
Your sister, your Capleton, your what's his popcorn. You know what I mean? They should be trying to spread the wealth amongst them. You understand? I ain't talking about donating to no charitable organization. You're talking about the actual helping blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand? Building them houses, making sure they have food to eat. You understand? There ain't enough money to do that, man. Enough international artists to come together to feed the poor of Jamaica. And enough rich Jamaicans on the island, blacks on the islands, to help the poor Jamaicans on the islands. You understand?
That's right, sir.
So that
Yeah,
we don't have to look at another man and don't think I'm condoning robbery or you know what I mean, someone stealing. I'm not condoning it. It's wrong. The brother should not have done that. But you know what I mean, we as a people, we gonna have to, you know what I mean, start somewhere. You know what I mean? And that starting somewhere is acknowledging that we need to take care of the poor of our people, man. The Lord left the provisions right here in the Bible for the rich to take care of the poor. You understand?
God.
These poor men, where they getting all the guns from, as I said before, where all the guns coming from? They don't have boats. They don't have shipping companies, airplanes. Jamaica don't have a gun factory. That's where the guns coming from.
I'm still lucky, sir.
Mm-hmm.
All right. In recent time, they want to blame it for the drugs for gun trade in Haiti.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But them forget say, yo, you know, the first part of the thing, them shipping the first set of gun, them introduce the youth them to the gun. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
these same politicians, you understand, are them
yeah,
been supplying.
that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm getting to. They're the rich of us. You understand? When they are the ones bringing this into the country, the drugs, the guns, everything.
Everyone can. Yeah,
I mean,
man.
they instead they have the power to control. You know what I mean? To basically, you know what I mean, take care of the island.
God.
All right. All right. All right. So that's it on that for now. So what's the other story we have?
Canada one concern. The story about the man that killed his common law wife.
Mm-hmm.
In
Go ahead.
Chilan. Canada one can.
Go ahead.
Man walked into police station and reported he killed his wife.
He what?
He reported that he killed his wife.
That he killed his wife. So he's a murderer. Read on.
Still like here, sir. Remember, I know in the article, them say common law wife. See?
Right.
But
Right.
in the
So for
ending,
those
they
of
say wife.
right. You understand?
Um,
So read it one more time.
Canada one
Correct.
can. Man walk into police station and report he killed his wife.
All right. He killed his wife. All right. As the
Yeah.
brother said, pay attention to what they're saying here now. Read on.
Yeah. The Trelawny police have commenced investigation in a case involving an elderly man who is suspected to have chopped his common law wife to death.
All right. So you know what I mean? You know what I mean? The islands, you know what I mean? You know, that machete, that how we call it, that tree canal, that blade. You know what I mean? It does some damage. You know what I mean? Up here is about guns. Down there is about that machete. I mean, or what you call it, a cutlass. You understand? So he got this cutlass and he basically chopped his wife up because he was angry. You understand? Right? Read on.
Another one gone to death at their home in the parish between Saturday night and Sunday morning.
You understand? So now there are rules in the Bible for us not to do that to one another, man.
Yeah.
You understand? There are rules. You know what I mean? You hate your wife for whatever reason. She's a whore. I understand, brother. But you ain't gotta go chop her up or kill her. You understand? Not that. Give me I think it's Deuteronomy 24 and 1.
Another one gone.
Right? So now what we're reading about here in Deuteronomy, right, is Moses trying to stop something like this from happening, or stop things like these from happening. You understand? Read on.
Another one gone. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 24, verse 1. When a man has taken a wife and married her, and it come to pass that she find no favor in his eyes.
She find no favor in his eyes. Because right now, this brother would, for him to, you know what I mean, to go that distance, she had no what favor in his eyes. None whatsoever. You understand? Read on.
Another one gone. Because he has found some uncleanness in her.
He found some type of uncleanness in her. You understand? Some type of uncleanness. Maybe she can't cook. Maybe she can't, you know what I mean? She ain't, you know what I mean, how to put it? She ain't cleaning the house. Or maybe she with Joe Grind. You find out. And he's like, oh, this nasty hoe. All right, read on.
Another one gone. Then let him write her a bill of divorcement.
Then let him write what?
A bill of divorcement.
So Moses was having them do this so that we don't what? Kill each other. No, Christ come. Right? Christ come. We're not allowed to, you know what I mean, leave your wife except for what?
For fornication or adultery.
Right, fornication or adultery. And fornication is what? Unlawful sex. Adultery is an example of unlawful sex. You walk in and your wife is, you know what I mean, in bed with the dog, with the family dog. You understand? Adultery is a form of fornication too. That's unlawful sex. You understand? Right? So Christ said the only way you could leave your woman is if she commit what? Fornication, adultery. Period. That's it. You can't leave your wife for anything else. You understand? A wife, you can't leave your husband for anything because he didn't say anything about woman. You can leave your husband for this. The only way you can leave your husband, woman, is if he does what? He dies. The Lord take him. You understand? Now, if there are certain things that going on in the relationship where there may be hands, you know what I mean, physical stuff going on, you should get counseling on your situation. Like this brother, if he had the proper leadership over him, this would not have come to his mind. And if it had come to his mind, he would have been able to fight it off. He would have been able to pick the phone up and call, yo, have that one. This be here. I think she just, you know what I mean, blow Joe Ryan, you know what I mean, off here and coming back in my house. What should I do? You know what I mean? And they'll get proper counseling. You understand? But he didn't have that. So now he going based on, you know what I mean, whatever rage that, you know what I mean, he could, you know what I mean, quench it. And read on.
Another one can. And give it into her hand and send her out of his house.
You understand? Send her out of his house. You understand? Like that is, you know what I mean, Moses was trying to do what saved them. Right? Christ came into the New Testament and said what? Do you know what that is in the New Testament?
I can find it, sir.
Go to, I think it's Matthew, I think either 19. I'm find it. All right. Matthew 19 and 9.
Another one gun.
All right, hold on.
And this is Salakia.
All right, start at um um start at verse 3.
Another one gun. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 3.
All right, so in here you're learning about the laws, right? And these are laws based on marriage. You know what I mean? On how, you know what I mean, what will entitle a man to divorce his wife. All right, read on.
Another one gun.
Not chop her up. You understand? Ain't nobody supposed to be killing nobody. I don't care. You know what I mean? That rage ain't supposed to be put towards your own people like that. You understand? To the point where you go kill the woman. Nah. We don't condone that in here. And we're going to try to, show young brothers how to have proper marriages. Young sisters, how to have proper marriages. You understand? Whereas they ain't going to be trying to do, kill each other. All right? Read on.
Another one gun.
Yeah.
The Pharisees also came unto him, tempting him, and saying unto him, is it lawful for a man to put away his wife for every cause?
Right? Is it lawful for a man to put away his wife for every cause? You realize they ain't come and say, is it lawful for a woman to put away her husband for any cause? You understand? Right? Read on.
Another one can, verse 4. And he answered and said unto them, have ye not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female?
Right. Now this is written in red, which means this is specifically out of who? Christ's mouth. Right. Read on.
Another one can. Verse 5. And said, for this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh.
And should twain be what?
One flesh.
What does that mean? The twain shall be one flesh.
Meaning, Salakia, I don't mean for sound Christian or anything, but I think a man and his wife, they become one, basically.
How they become one?
Like, they are family, they are unit, family.
You on it. You on it. So just simply meaning what? They agree. The man say we going left.
Okay.
The sister is like, he's right behind him, following him. We're going left. You understand? All right. He going right, she going right. You know what I mean? He come home, he hungry. There's a hot plate of food right there waiting for him. You know what I mean? When it comes to paying the bills, he, you know what I mean? You all, you know what I mean? He says, we're going to pay this. We're going to hold off and pay this later. But this needs to be paid right now. This, that, the other. You understand? That's why it's so, you know what I mean, serious. Sex is so serious. You understand? Sex is something you can't take back. You understand? I know you want to say what? I made a mistake. Too late for that. You understand? Ain't no mistake. Ain't nobody say put the gun to your head. Ain't nobody, you know what I mean, slip no Molly in your drink or no type of, you know what I mean, nothing like that. And you know what I mean, you wake up one morning and he was married. That didn't happen. You understand? You willingly went into the bedroom, spread them legs, and you know what I mean, got married. And so that's it. It's done. You know what I mean? You can't take that ink back. It's done. All right? Read on.
Another one can. Verse 6. Wherefore, they are no more twain, but one flesh.
All right. Mm-hmm.
What therefore God has joined together, let no man put asunder.
Yeah, you go have sex with a woman, that is what? That you are married. And what God
God.
joined together, can't no man what? Take
Put
asunder.
asunder.
You
God.
understand? Right? Read on.
God.
Read on. Mm-hmm.
God. Verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
They say unto him,
Yeah.
why did Moses then commanded to give a writing of divorcement and to
Mm-hmm.
put her away?
Right? So they're asking him now, why did Moses do this? Now read
God.
on. Read what Christ is going to say.
God. Verse 8. He
Mm-hmm.
saith unto them, Moses, because of the hardness of your hearts,
Hardness,
suffered you.
meaning this man was so angry, he did what? He chopped his wife to death because
God.
of the hardness of his heart. You understand? Right, read on.
God. He said unto them, Moses, because of the hardness of your hearts, suffered you to put away your wives.
Mm-hmm.
But from the beginning, it was not so.
From the beginning, it was not so. And
God.
we practice that in here. What Christ is teaching right here, we practice that in here. You have sex with a man, that's your man for life. You have sex with your woman, that's your woman for life. You understand? You all could be arguing from now till Christ come back. Guess what? You all are married. Live with it. You're married.
God.
You understand? You want to go and become a whore? You go and become a whore. The Lord gonna deal with you on that though. All right, read on.
Yeah. It's a read answer.
Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 8. Salakia. Verse 9. And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another,
Go ahead.
committed adultery.
There's what?
And shall marry another, committed adultery.
I shall marry another. Committed what?
Adultery.
Adultery. What is that saying?
And Slakia, that is saying, if you put away your wife, you know what I mean, for any reason other than fornication, you know what I mean, just because you want a next wife, you have to put away, you know what I mean, the wife that you have at this moment, you know what I mean, that is you committing adultery.
Yes, so that's how the man commits adultery. By putting away his woman and having his woman go sleep with some other man. You understand? Right? Read on. I should say that's one way how the man commits adultery. All right? Read on.
Verse 10. His disciples say unto him, if the case of the man be so with his wife, it is not good to marry.
It is not what?
It is not good to marry.
It is not good to what?
To marry.
To marry. Right? Read on.
Verse 11. But he said unto them, all men cannot receive this saying.
So he said all men cannot what? Receive this saying.
Save they.
Go ahead.
Save they to whom it is given.
And save they to whom it is what? Given. You understand? We understand the Bible in here. You understand? Because I come on and join hand and the good leadership he has taught us well.
That's right,
We
sir.
understand these things. You
God.
understand? So we don't go around, you know what I mean, sleeping with women and then tossing them to the side. Can't do that. You'll be held accountable in you. Christian church, that goes on day and night. Why? Because it's not a rule in the Christian church. Yeah, as far as in the Christian church, you know what I mean, you could have, you know what I mean, as many husbands as you want in that Christian church. Because as soon as she get angry, she goes sleep with whoever else in the church.
God.
And she just, you know what I mean, hopping around, or he just hopping around. You understand? And here, none of that. That spirit of Jezebel, that horror spirit is not going to be in here. Trust that. You understand?
Right.
Now go back to the article now and finish reading it.
Canada on concert. The deceased has been identified as 30-year-old Nikisha Keeling of Clarkstown, Chilani.
A young sister.
God.
All right, read on.
Police reports are that shortly after midnight on Saturday, the now suspect strolled into the Clarkstown police station, where he indicated to law enforcers that he had killed his common law wife.
Right? And in the Caribbean, a common law wife is a woman who you're having sex with, living in the same house with you, but you just don't have no paperwork. You understand? No documents. But you know what I mean? That in the Bible, common law means she's your wife. You understand? All right, read on.
I'm stuck here. One question. Why them call it common law? Is it based off of the Bible? Like, is the common law based off of the scriptures, the laws?
Okay, that I'll have to find out for you. I'm not too sure why they name it, common law, but it's almost like, okay, it's almost like she has the right as a wife.
Yeah.
You understand? But she's not your wife, but she has the right as your wife. You understand? Right?
Okay. Gotcha.
Go ahead.
Another one gun. The police went to the location where they discovered the maimed body of Keeling in the house that she occupied with the now suspect.
Mm-hmm. Right? Is that it?
Last, sir. The police believe jealousy was the motive behind the deadly attack.
That what? That jealousy. You understand? Jealousy was behind it. You understand? Which meaning what? Like in the kingdom of heaven, trust me. You know what I mean? These laws, these adultery laws is going to be taken very, very serious. You understand? What he should have done, the correct thing for him to do, if he found out that he was just supposed to do what? What should he have done?
If he found out that she committed adultery, you know what I mean? Right? Give her a bill of divorcement or just leave her, you know what I mean?
Right, not so much a bill of divorcement, because you know what I mean, just leave, brother. You know what I mean? Out, leave, go. And so now he going to jail for the rest of his life, sister dead. You understand? Like let her be, let her go, you know what I mean? Let her go whole. You understand? Let the Lord judgment deal with her. You understand? You don't want to exact judgment on the woman who, you know what I mean, who, as you would say, burn you. You know what I mean? She burn you. She, you know what I mean? She gave, what do I call it? In Trinidad, they call it a tabanka. You know what I mean? Yeah, you get a heartbreak to the point where you can't, yeah, I mean, you can't function no more. You understand? In here, we say good riddance. Thank you, Lord, for taking that problem off my hand. Shalom.
That's right. Yeah,
you understand? We don't, you know what I mean? We don't sweat it. You know what I mean? In here. You know what I mean? But brothers and sisters out there need to know, you know what I mean, that there are ways to deal with it. You understand? Your woman commit adultery, you just leave. You know what I mean? You live, but to find a way to get out of there. You know what I mean? If you had to live like as if you were roommates for, you know what I mean, a while before you get your own spot, then do that. Don't touch her again. You understand? Because this is what the Lord say. Let me get it. Hold on. We're gonna get it. It is. Hold on. This now. Give me 1 minute. All right. Looted. All right. Give me That's not. And the Lord likens you going back to a nasty hole as the land being polluted. I can't locate it right now, but so I'll just paraphrase it for now. All right. All right. Boy. Yeah, I can't find it right now. All right. But the Lord, you know what I mean, likens it as that. You know what I mean? Like you go to a land that is greatly polluted. All right.
Gotcha.
All right. Is there any more to this story?
Yeah, sir.
All right. Where we at right now? What scripture was that? We was just at?
Matthew. We start at verse 9. Matthew 19, verse 9, and we are at Slovakia. No, we started at verse 3. Now we are at verse 11.
Verse 11.
Cancer.
Okay. Read verse 11 over one more time.
Another one can. Verse 11. But he said unto them, all men cannot receive this saying, save they to whom it is given.
Right. So who is he speaking to right now?
He is speaking to his disciples.
The
children of Israel, Israelites.
But remember, who he was he having the conversation with?
With the Pharisees.
Yes, with the Pharisees.
Yeah.
Right? So he having and he tell them what he's telling them what?
That and everybody can understand it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nobody can understand it. Because they were trying to trip him up into saying what? Moses was what? To go against Moses.
Yeah, class.
You understand? And he perceived where they was going with it. You understand? And corrected them on it. Right?
Gotcha.
So you're straight on that. So yeah, man. So you know what I mean, pertaining to that story, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Don't, you know what I mean? You ain't how to kill your wife. You know how to kill your husband over, you know what I mean, over jealousy. You know what I mean? That's why the UPK is so, you know what I mean, so much a place for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to be. Because we have a government here to watch over, you know what I mean, things like these. So things like these don't happen. You know what I mean? Big investigation is going to take place, and whoever is wrong is going to have to, you know what I mean, pay the consequences. You understand? They're going to have to pay for it. You understand? Now, we set it up here where, you know what I mean, our people, we won't have to kill each other. We won't have to go upside each other's head. You understand? We won't have to do it. But because of the Christian church, because of your pastor, give me Isaiah, I think it's 9 and 16.
Another one gun.
I think it's 9 and 16. Give me Isaiah 9 and 16.
Another one gun. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 9 verse 16. For the leaders of this people cause them to err.
For the leaders of this people cause them to what?
Cause them to err.
To cause them to err, meaning to make mistake, errors. And sometimes making an error is going to cost your life in this situation. In both situations, you mean you go commit a robbery. You understand? You plan it out. You all plan it out on paper. This is what we're going to do. But lo and behold, that's not how it's going to go down in reality, brother. You know what I mean? But what you forget to do is factor in, you know what I mean, getting killed. You know what I mean? All right? Before you go commit a drug, factor in that the Lord could kill you for this. You understand? Read on.
Another one gun. And they that are led of them are destroyed.
And they that are what?
And they that are led by them, led of them, Salakia, are destroyed.
Which lets you know what? We have bad what?
Bad leadership.
We have bad leadership. You know what I mean? That's the simplest way. That's the simplest way I could put it. We have bad leadership. You understand?
Another one gun.
All right. All your big pastors in Jamaica. You understand? And what's happening? All the big pastors in Jamaica, and what's happening? People getting killed in the streets. A man chopping a woman head off because he what? He jealous. I mean, he found out, you know what I mean, that who knows, maybe she was committing adultery. You understand? And he took her life. You understand? Like we have bad leadership. And when we have bad leadership, things like these happen in our community. And there's no solution to it. You understand? Because if there was a solution, if there was provisions made in places where black people or Hispanics or Native Indian people will, then we have put, you know what I mean, something in place so that things like these don't happen. Gruesome murders like these don't happen. You understand? Where we start making fun, we numb to the whole fact of what's going on in our society. We numb to it. Somebody die from, you know what I mean, gunshots is almost like, you know what I mean, is just another day. It's regular. You understand? When them things ain't regular, you understand? Right? Being in a shootout with the police, that ain't cool. That ain't regular. That ain't a way to go. You understand? But because of poor leadership, things like these will happen. Thank the Lord for commanding during YAHANNA. You know what I mean? Jamaica, Trinidad, and these islands have a chance. These blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians on the island have a chance to, you know what I mean, change from their ways. You understand? All right. You have any questions before I close it out?
Yeah, sir. No
Okay.
questions.
All right, no sir. All right. So with that, I'm gonna pass the class over to Priest K1. All right. Priest and Officer K1. All right. You take your time. You're looking for it?
Yeah, I have it in my email. Right.
Okay.
Here. Me have them. Me have them on separate papers though. The feast days, them on a different. Them they in a different file. I forgot print them out. So lucky about that, sir.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
All right. These are the I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a brother or a sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or the sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, tithes, which is a commandment, you can find this in Numbers 18 and 21 and Malachi 3, 8 to 10. Means tenth in the Hebrew and is pronounced ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocation. Slakia. Sorry, you have it on paper?
Yeah, it's the Feast of First Fruits, which we're in right now. And we're going to celebrate the 50th day, which is June the 2nd. All right, June the 2nd, sundown. All right, that's our next high holy day.
Slakia, is there any specific requirement? We're in it now, right?
Yeah, we're in it right now. So it started with the closing of the unleavened bread.
Okay.
And that's when it started.
Is there any specific requirement, like how should you conduct yourself?
There's no specific requirements like with the unleavened bread. Like with the unleavened bread, what we have to take all the all the leaven in all the house. There's no specific requirement for this one. All right.
Another one, answer. All right. Reminding Akiam and Akwatiam to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he is to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. And with that, we say a margin, which means to stand. We're gonna say the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew and then in English. Turn and face the east. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash. Haya.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Malawatka. Sabah. Ratazaka. Haya. Aisha. Barataza. Kawa. Haya. Bashamayam. Nathanawa. Lakam. Kal. Yawam. Wasalaknawa. Habawath Yanawa. Kasalaknawa. Kabawath Yanawa. Wala.
Tabaya Anawa.
Tabaya Anawa. Mayasawan. Abal. Hawashainawa. Mayan. Rai.
Kaya.
Haya.
Laka.
Laka.
Amalakwat,
Amalakwath,
Wa'ala,
Wa'ala,
Watapara,
Wathaparath,
La'Iwalamiam,
Liwalumium,
Aman,
Aman. I'm going to say it in the English now. All right? All right. Our Father,
our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come,
Thy kingdom come,
thy will be done
thy will be done
in earth
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread,
our daily bread,
and forgive us our debts
and forgive us our debts,
as we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us
but deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it. I'm sorry, which means to turn. One courtesy salute to the teacher, men of Israel, Amarjum Shabbat, Amarjum, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Brakatah,
Yahaba Hashem Yahushai Brakatha.
Yaramata, class dismissed.